Hi friends, today I am going to show you how to make easy Sri Lankan fish cutlets using canned fish. These cutlets are crispy on the outside, soft and flavorful on the inside, and perfect for tea time, parties, or quick snack at home. With simple ingredients and no complicated step, this recipe is great for beginners and busy days. Let's get started. These are the ingredients we are using today. I have one large can of tuna. Make sure to drain the water and squeeze it well. Two large onions, finely chopped. Two green chilies, one hot and two red mild chilies. A small piece of ginger and few garlic cloves finely chopped. Some curry leaves cut into small pieces. A few boiled potatoes mashed without adding anything. For flavors, I am using black pepper powder and chili powder and salt. And finally, little oil to fry everything together. Add about 1.5 tablespoon of oil into a pan. Once the oil is hot, add the ginger, garlic, and curry leaves first. Fry them until the aroma is released. Don't overcook because it can make the mixture bitter. Next, add the chilies and onions. Mix everything well and fry until all the ingredients become soft. Make sure everything is chopped into very small pieces. Otherwise, the cutlets may crack open when fried. You can use fresh fish for this recipe as well. Today I am using canned tuna. If you are using fresh tuna or similar fish, cook it first with water, salt, pepper, and a little vinegar. Then flake it before adding. Don't add too much oil. The mixture should be slightly dry so you can easily shape the cutlets. Now I am adding salt. Make sure there is enough salt for the potatoes and the whole mixture. I didn't add any salt to the fish earlier. Now I am adding black pepper. It's up to your spice level and chili powder. Don't add any sauces in this recipe. The flavor comes purely from black pepper, chili powder, and salt. If you add sauces, the flavor will completely change. Now I am adding my tuna. Mix everything well. Fish goes really well with black pepper. It gives a beautiful taste. Cook everything for a short time. Now I am adding mashed potatoes. Mix everything and turn off the heat now. By mixing, cool slightly before adding lime. You can see the mixture is dry enough to form into balls. That's exactly what we want. Be careful when boiling the potatoes and when adding oil. Once the mixture has cooled, add half a lime. Fish, black pepper, and lime go perfectly together. They really marry well. Now I am going to shape the balls. These cutlets are perfect for sandwiches or finger food nights, so you can make them a little smaller. The size really depends on your preference, but this is the size I usually make. As you can see, the mixture isn't sticky, so it is easy to roll into round balls. Don't worry about getting the perfect shape at this stage. We will shape them properly again when we crumb them. Now I am ready to crumb the balls. For this, I have half a cup of plain flour mixed with 2 teaspoons of corn flour and half a teaspoon of salt. Add 1 egg and a little water to make a smooth batter. You also need good quality breadcrumbs. Now we can start crumbing the cutlets. Using a fork, dip each ball into the batter one by one and coat it well. Let the excess batter drip off, then place it into the breadcrumbs. Roll it well in the breadcrumbs using your hands and gently shape into a neat ball. Repeat the same process for the rest of the cutlets. This works really well if you crumb the cutlets again. We call this double crumbing. Repeat the same process. Dip the crumbed balls back into the batter, then roll them again in the breadcrumbs and shape them into the firm balls. You can fry them after one crumb, but we prefer double crumbing. It makes the cutlets extra crunchy and the crunch lasts much longer after frying. Now I am ready to fry the cutlets. This is a deep fry step, so you will need enough oil to fully fry the balls. Use a good quality frying oil and make sure the oil is hot before adding the cutlets. Carefully add the balls into the hot oil and gently stir and roll them as they fry. Don't overcrowd the pan. Give the cutlets plenty of space so they can roll and fry evenly. Fry until they turn evenly golden brown on all the sides. I am not frying all the cutlets today. The extra ones goes into a box and straight into the freezer for later use. Our Sri Lankan fish cutlets are now ready. This is a great make ahead snack. You can fry them straight from the freezer whenever you need. Perfect for guests, tea time, or a quick snack. Crispy on the outside, soft and flavorful on the inside. Simple, homemade, and always delicious. Thanks for watching.